Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of Currently Inked Pens. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we're looking at another couple of pens inked up. That's a sign that we are live. Okay, come on. All right. Last week, I had really good times with all of these inks. The yellow was just a little bit too yellow, I guess. So it gets maybe a half of a point. This Raise the Glass reminded me of Dark Lilac, except for it was got a little bit of shimmer in. And the only thing that really bled through was the Private Reserve Velvet Black. So we're moving on. Hi, Obs. How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? I'm glad you're doing great. Okay. The first pen that we have inked up today is the Noodler's Red Conrad. Let's see. Let's write down the week. 25. That's June the 12th through the 20th. Ish. Hi, Vermilion Tea. Welcome in. Red Conrad. Ultra Flex nib. The ink that we have in here is Diamine Red Dragon. Beautiful. The next pen that we have inked up is the Orange Noodler's Conrad. With an Ultra Flex nib. And the ink that we have in here is Pilot Iroshizuku Toro. I thought it delved more into the orange department than the yellow department, so very nice. The next pen that we have inked up is the Yellow Noodler's Conrad. This has a shimmer ink in it, so we're going to give it a jostle. And this is a Noodler's Flex nib. And the ink we have in here is Pelikan Edelstein Golden Barrel. Beautiful. The next pen that I have inked up is the Leonardo Memento Magico and Esmeraldo. This has a broad nib on it. It's probably one of my broadest, smoothest nibs on the face of the planet. The ink that we have in here is Pelikan Edelstein Jade. Beautiful pen. So gorgeous. Definitely a favorite. Alright, the next pen that we have inked up is the Jinhao 82 with a 1.1 millimeter stub. 1 millimeter stub. The ink that we have in here is Pilot Iroshizuku Tsukiyo. Beautiful. The next pen that I have inked up is the Blue Fountain Pen Revolution Himalaya version 2 with an Ultra Flex nib. This has a shimmer ink in it, so we're going to give it a jostle. The ink that we have in here is... Did I not write that down? Oh, I did. Birmingham Pen Company Neutron Star. This ink has a crazy red sheen and some blue shimmer in it, which is going to be really cool looking. And the pen is just gorgeous. I could stare at this resin all day. The next pen that I have inked up is the TWSBI 580 Iris. This has a broad nib, and the ink that we have in here is Lamy Dark Lilac 2016. Beautiful. The next pen that we have inked up is the Clear Noodler's Conrad. It has an Ultra Flex nib in it, and it has a shimmer ink in it. So we gotta give it a gentle jostle. Come on. The ink that we have in here is Van Diemen's Maryland. Beautiful. I may have to switch the ink out, or I may have to switch the feed out. We're going to find out. The next pen that we have inked up is the Narwhal Original. The Yovo Semi-Flex nib. The Yovo Flex nib. Is EF Flex nib. The ink we have in here is Ackerman SBRE Brown. Beautiful. The next pen that I have inked up is the Kaweco Sport Piston. This has a double broad nib. The ink that I have in here is Private Reserve Velvet Black. The last pen that I have inked up, nope, not the last. The next pen that I have inked up is the gray Noodler's Conrad with a 14 karat Yovo Semiflex. The ink that I have in here is Private Reserve Velvet Black. The last pen that we have, well, yeah, the last pen, is it? That's what I was going to put in there. The last pen that we have, the second to last pen that we have inked up is the Pilot Vanishing Point with a Mahjong Mahjong A2 extra fine nib. It's an extra fine nib. The ink we have in here is Pilot Iroshizuku. No, yes. Pilot Namiki Black, I think. It has a Pilot cartridge. I actually don't know what the cartridges have in them. Excuse me. Okay, we have Tokyo. Okay, so the last pen that I want to ink up is this here pen. What did I do with my pink? Pink, where are you at? Did I put you somewhere funny? Sugar Rush. Silverino. What did I do with that ink? Maybe Tsutsuji. There we go. Alright. I almost always keep this inked up so I can have like whatchamacallit, a reference for my food intakes. I need the bottle. Because one, I have no idea what I did with that pen. Put it away. I did. I put it away. How about that? Trying to decide whether I want to put it in this one or this one. Sorry, this one or this one. I was just debating on the circular grip section. Okay. Hi. Okay. On there. Last one that we have inked up is the Junhao 992. This is a broad nib, and the ink that we have in here is Pilot Roshizuku. Tsuji. Oh, I didn't do a swatch. Okay. All right then. Wow. What did I do with my... All right, well, these are all the pens and inks that I will be using throughout the week. Let's just take a closer look. Diamond Red, Toro, Golden Barrel. Toro and Golden Barrel are fairly close. Pelican Jade, Tsukio, Neutron Star looks like a amazing ink. Dark Lilac, Marilyn, Espiari Brown, Velvet Black, more Velvet Black, a black cartridge, and Tsutsuji. You have all these nice nibs. You told me before where you buy them. So I get mine from the OC Pen Club. I have all kinds of different nibs. Sometimes a nib doesn't do what I want it to do, and I'll change it out for another nib in the same size. For example, this is a Noodler's Conrad. This is a Noodler's Conrad, and it usually comes without a flex, with a what I would call a semi-flex nib, which is a very stiff, rigid nib. But when you really want to give it some gas, when you really want to crank down on it, you can get some pretty nice line variation. But when you're just doing regular writing, it has no line variation at all. But if you're trying to do some calligraphy, you can see where it can go from the very thin line. You can see where it goes from the very thin line to the very thick line on the downstrokes because I'm pulling and pushing down into the page. So this one is fairly stiff. I have refitted the Noodler's Conrad with a Fountain Pen Revolution Ultra Flex nib, and I can use half of the pressure that I usually use. And because I only have to use half of the pressure, kind of gives me a more flowy look to my calligraphy. So they both have number 6 they both have number 6 Indian style nibs. So the Indian nibs are wider than a normal number 6 Jowo nib. However, I have been able to stick a Jowo number 6 nib in my Noodler's Conrads. Also, this is a gold nib, and I only have to push a fourth of the pressure just to get it to flex. So you can get a normal Noodler's nib from Amazon, or you can get a Fountain Pen Revolution nib from fountainpenrevolutionusa.com. They're $16. So $16, $17. Let me see. FPR USA nibs number 6 stainless steel nibs are, oh god, that's a lot. The Ultraflex nibs are $19. They've gone up a little bit since tariffs and things. I highly recommend, if you're gonna get an FPR Ultraflex nib, if you're gonna use it in a Yovo housing, that you get it with the Yovo housing, because then it will fit properly into the grip section. Do they have the ones? Yes, they have the ones with the two-tone or the monotone Yovo housing. I have a whole set of these Jinhao 992s. They come at extra fine, fine, medium, broad, 1.1, 1.5, 1.9, 2.4, and 2.9. And you can get almost an entire set of these for $20 on wish.com. These are number 5 size nibs. They're smaller than the number 6 size nibs. And they're also shorter in length than the 6 size nibs. So if you want number 5 nibs for cheap, you can get them on wish.com. Notwithstanding tariffs and everything. And then, let me think. I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about, let's see, what other nibs do I have? I could just look into my nib box. Lamy nibs are another nib you can get a whole bunch of for relatively cheap. I have an extra fine, fine, medium, broad. That just happens to be a fine. I get my Lamy nib. Is it Gold Spot? It's either Gold Spot or Goulet. Gold Spot has replacement Lamy nibs for $12.80 right now. They're on discount. So if you're thinking thoughts about getting a new stainless steel Lamy, they have them in silver or black. The one I showed you is black, clearly. And I also got some Lamy nibs. These are extra fine nibs. They came in a 5-pack from AliExpress for like $3 or something. If you're into extra fine. I am not into extra fine nibs. They're not my favorite. have just a whole bunch of Noodler's nibs that I'm not even using. You can buy Noodler's nibs. They're like $6 for a Noodler's nib. Here is a 2.9 millimeter stub nib, a number 5 2.9 millimeter stub nib that I got from the OC Pen Club, which I should probably return to the OC Pen Club containers. Somebody gifted us some nibs. What does that say? Oh, that's an actual 3 millimeter. So this must be mine because we don't have a 2.9 millimeter. But it's so stiff, it's just a fine nib. Yeah, I know, now I see it's not the nib, it's your writing. I don't know what that means. What time is it? Okay. And like, you don't have to have a flexible pen to do nice calligraphy. And you go back and you write in all of the swell lines. And you're going to have this beautiful faux calligraphy by just adding the lines next to where the downstroke would go. Okie dokie. Questions, comments, concerns? Let's see, where else can you get nibs? I know that Goulet sells nibs. Let's see. You have to look in the accessories, nib replacements. Replacement nibs, that's what it's called. So they have JoWo, they have Conklin JoWo nibs, they've got Monteverde Omniflex, which are crap, don't buy them. They have steel nibs, Semiflex nibs. They have Kaweco nibs, Lamy nibs. They've got gold nibs here. Noodler's nibs are $7.50. Nib Creeper nibs. They have Lamy. They have Pilot Vanishing Point nibs. I didn't know that. And they recently got these Sailor Hokoro dip pen nibs. They've got Schmidt nibs now. Oh, that's cool. And they've got Twisby nibs. So that's cool. I didn't know that they had Schmidt nibs. They have extra fine, fine, medium, broad. Just fine, medium, and broad. That's cool. Alright, that's pretty cool. I myself have been thinking thoughts about getting a different Kaweco piston nib. Because the one that I got is a double broad, and I'm thinking maybe it should be more in the line of like a medium or a fine. Because the double broad is just, it's a little much. So one of the things about the FP Fountain Pen Revolution nibs is they will not fit in a normal number 6 Jowo housing. They will not fit. You can fit a Jowo in the Noodler's Conrad and the FPR nib units, but you can't swap them, which just sucks. Yeah. Unless you have like a grinder or like somebody who specializes in grinding things. I don't know. Or like you have a lot of these. Because I managed to grind down the shoulders. So here's the nib. And what you need to do is grind down these shoulders here, because they won't fit inside the housing. It's too thick. And so if you grind it down a little bit, it'll fit in. Do I even have that nib? Let's see, where is it? Did I throw it away? I don't know what I did with it. I bought a Franklin Christoph flex nib, but it's too stiff. It doesn't work good. Yeah. This is oh, you can't see it. What is this? This is a Click Flex nib. I want to try something. Let me see. What is my thickest blue ink? Thickest blue ink. Organic Studio Nitrogen. Is my thickest blue ink. Nope, it's gonna leak out. God damn it. I don't know what I did to this pen, but it won't hold liquid anymore. It's very upsetting. Oh well. Where did this come from? Okay. Okay. You can almost fit everything except Japanese nibs, pilot nibs, platinum nibs, vanishing point, no pilots. Yeah, you can pretty much put anything in a noodler's nib except for non-number 6 nibs. Alright, well, I don't know what I was yammering about now. I've gone off the rails. What was it? Oh, I was doing it currently inked. These are the things that derail me. That looks kind of ugly. Okay, I'm thinking already right now that I'm going to change this ink out. Put it in something more reliable. I don't know what to put it in though. I don't want to put it in those. I should have just put it in the pilot pen. And I wanted it in a broad nib. I don't have a broad nib. Pilot pen. I could just stick it in no. I can't make decisions. I'm having decision paralysis. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna leave it for now. If I have to change it later, I can do that. It's fine. Whatever. I get so stressed out. Anyway. Oh, that has to be cleaned out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you... Hi, Diamond Paintings Cutie. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm sorry I got so derailed. Sometimes we get into a conversation and it leads off one thing into another, and then I'm in the weeds and I don't know where I am, and I need a GPS to get me back. I'm doing good. There. So we don't lose it. I really wanted to put it in here, but I wish that Pilot made a round broad nib. Like, Pilot makes a cursive broad nib. Where is it? What did I do with it? Evolution. Pilot. Here it is. So Pilot makes a cursive broad nib, which is like a stub, which is kind of useless for me because when I'm doing my when I'm doing my journal, I haven't done it in the last couple of days, but usually I like to underline where my food intake is, and I don't want a thin line. I want a nice thick one. I need a Pilot Architect, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I want it in a cheap pen like a Kakuno. It's never gonna happen. If anybody can make that happen for me, let me know, because that would be amazing. Pilot Kakuno Architect. Can you imagine? I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna look it up. And we'll see. Architect. It's not typically designed with a specific architect grind. Dang it. Pilot Kakuno Flex? Shut up, are you serious? No, that's a vanishing point. I don't have the money. If anybody does nib welding, let me know. Because I would very much like to have like a chunky broad, like a double broad ball to be put on a Kakuno nib. And also one made with an architect, like a broad architect grind. That would be the stuff. Till then, we're just going to have to choose acceptance. And we're going to keep moving forward. One day at a time. Tomorrow I have an appointment at 2:20. So I will not be doing my normal ink review tomorrow. Unless I get a wild hair or something to do it. So that's all I've got for today. Want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload So when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my members Cynthia, Rahul, Wolfkit Witch, Arkboy, Vermilion T, Simply Obstinate, and Wumble Bumblebee. If you'd like to become a member, you can do so for as low as 99 cents a month. I have been putting my outings over there, so if you guys if you're interested in seeing kind of the behind the scenes of what's going on in my life, you can become a patron, and I put adventures and new inks that I'm buying and people that I'm hanging out with and places that I'm hanging out with and things that I'm eating over there. So it's been a minute since I've been over there, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So I'm very grateful for everyone who participates and is a patron to the channel. It really means a lot to me. Also, don't forget to check out the links in the description to the Discord. That will be my new website, because my website got closed down on the 7th. So everything will be going over on the Discord. If you are interested, it's free. There's a link in the description to the invite page. All you have to do is invite yourself. I'll write you a little note in the welcome section and welcome you to the, what do they call it? The Discord. And you can post your fountain pen, ink, and paper, and other things over there. So I'd be ever so grateful for you to share your life with me. Also, don't forget to check out the links in the description to discount codes to Pen Boutique for 10% off and Atlas Stationers for 10% off. I'm an affiliate. When you use my link, you get a discount and I get a small commission so that I can make better content for all of you. That just leaves me to say, get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them. And I love you to pieces. I will be back as soon as I can. So, get out there. Enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Play with pens, ink, and paper. And I will be back very soon with another video. So take care until then. Have a great day. Okay, bye.